Hello everyone! Welcome to our channel. With the turn of the year comes the opportunity to renew our financial goals to achieve prosperity. As we enter 2024, it's time to reassess and refine our fiscal strategies to ensure a solid financial future. In this video, we'll explore how we can undergo a true personal financial rebirth, using insights from renowned consultants to evaluate our spending and align it with our monetary goals. Let's embark on this journey of financial growth together and achieve our dreams. But before we continue, click like and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on how to improve your financial life. Whether you're looking to lay the groundwork for economic living, adopt smarter spending techniques, or master the intricacies of budgeting skillfully, now is the ideal time to chart a course toward a more prosperous financial future. With proven saving strategies as your guide and sound financial management as your support, dive headfirst into financial planning with renewed confidence. Because, ultimately, knowing how to save money in 2024 isn't just about earning money, it's about maximizing the potential of your life through smart and conscious fiscal choices. Key recommendations: begin the new year with a comprehensive assessment of your financial habits to reach your goals. Incorporate financial planning practices to strengthen your saving and investment strategies. Adopt budgeting principles and techniques, including the popular 50-30-20 rule, to craft a solid financial plan. Recognize the importance of financial management in monitoring and reducing both fixed and variable expenses. Explore adopting a frugal lifestyle and mindful spending as ways to optimize the value of every dollar spent. Refine your saving approaches with the guidance of qualified and experienced financial advisors. Understanding your cash flow and budgeting basics. Having a clear understanding of your cash flow is essential for solid financial management, enabling you to optimize your financial planning. By knowing where your monthly earnings are going, you can adopt money-saving tips and strengthen your financial health over time. Explore the fundamentals of budgeting to elevate your financial management skills to new heights this year. Create a balanced budget with the 50-30-20 method. Adopting the 50-30-20 rule for your budget can revolutionize your approach to financial management. This simple yet effective method involves allocating 50% of your net income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. This structured approach not only satisfies immediate needs but also secures your future by prioritizing savings. Tracking and categorizing your expenses. To effectively apply this budgeting method, it's essential to meticulously track your daily expenses. Start by listing all your expenses and categorizing them into needs, wants, and savings or debt. This simple exercise reveals your spending habits, providing clarity to make smart financial decisions. Adjusting your budget for maximum savings. Assess your needs, identify essential expenses and seek ways to reduce costs, such as opting for more affordable housing or downsizing your vehicle. Evaluate your wants. Find ways to cut back on luxury spending, such as dining out less frequently or limiting impulse purchases. Boost your savings. Direct the money saved to strengthen your financial security by contributing more to emergency funds, retirement, or investments. With deliberate adjustments and mindful spending, your budget becomes a dynamic tool for achieving financial stability and success. Remember that effectively saving money starts with understanding where your money is currently being spent. Money management, reducing fixed expenses. Financial management begins by examining your fixed expenses and implementing cost-cutting strategies. According to personal finance expert Kristen Wong, focusing efforts on cutting larger fixed expenses can result in significant savings. With determination and smart negotiation, it's possible to turn fixed expenses into flexible saving opportunities. Now, let's look at a series of factors that can contribute to a better and smarter way of personal financial saving. Ways to save money, statistics and facts editor's pick. Requesting property tax reduction can save up to $1,000 per year. Quitting smoking can add $2,000 per year to your wallet. Utilizing public transportation can save up to $2,000 in parking fees. Not carrying a credit card can save 12 to 18% on expenses. Carpooling can save over $40 per trip. You can reduce toilet water waste by 19% by installing low-flow toilets. You can save between $100 and $200 per month by giving up cable television. An average family in the Before we continue the video, allow me to introduce an offer that can completely change your financial trajectory. Access the link in the description below and discover an extraordinary opportunity to earn money significantly and sustainably all through the internet. Don't let this chance slip away. With the coronavirus recession in 2020, people began saving more. Staying at home and financial instability are making us more careful about how we spend our money. Let's see. Ways to save money in 2021. Saving money requires a complete shift in our mindset. Certain hacks and tricks will help, but it will ultimately come down to changing our consumption habits. Here are a few more fixes you can try. Simple adjustments to your daily routine can save you a lot of money. Daily tips for saving money. Map out major purchases and restrict yourself from buying expensive items outside of annual sales events. Execute manual savings actions and collect any spare change you have and put it into a deposit account rather than your checking account. Limit online purchases by not saving payment information on online shopping websites, so you're forced to input your details every time you use them. Order smaller portions at restaurants if you need to eat out. Your social life doesn't have to suffer, but you can still mitigate costs. Monthly tips for saving money. Reducing your recurring payments may take more time, but it certainly pays off in the long run. Bundle your cable and internet and reduce your monthly bill by up to $40 per month. Cancel all unnecessary subscriptions that you don't regularly use and only incur additional costs. Monitor your electricity bill by making some small changes, and you could end up saving up to $500 per month. Reduce your car payment by taking advantage of lower interest rates. According to auto loan statistics, you can save up to $1,000 using certain tactics. Reduce student loan payments by utilizing some income-based repayment plans and thus reducing student debt. Long-term money-saving tips. Saving funds over a long period of time will allow you to build your emergency fund. It will also allow you to take the vacations you've always wanted. Track spending and have a real idea of where your money is going. Calculate your monthly income and expenses and compare them. You'll have a clearer idea of where and how to spend less. Set savings goals and determine the real reason you're saving money. If you have a clear goal, it will lead you to achieve it. This makes the person more disciplined. And now on to the good stuff. Tips for saving at home. Housing expenses represent over 25% of the average U.S. household budget. Reducing these costs can save a substantial amount of money. Consider appealing your property tax. Periodically, the government will reassess your property. The determined value increases your property tax. In fact, you can appeal the assessed value, reducing it and reducing property tax. This is a simple way to save money. Unfortunately, sometimes it may not work. But it's worth a try. Here's how you can do it. According to the National Taxpayers Union, assessors overvalue about 60% of properties. And yet, only 2% of homeowners appeal their assessments. Often it's because they don't even know they can reduce taxes this way. Let's say you're paying about 2% tax on a property valued at $500,000. You appeal the assessment because you believe your property is actually worth $450,000. If your appeal is successful, your tax will be reduced by nearly $1,000. Certainly a good trick to save money. Refinance your mortgage. Paying a mortgage loan is one of the largest expenses in the U.S. household budget, based on the latest mortgage statistics. Refinancing your mortgage means replacing the existing loan with a new one with lower interest rates and monthly payments. However, as it can incur additional expenses, refinancing is not always a good idea. You need to determine if the benefits outweigh the extra costs. Therefore, refinancing only makes sense if it reduces the interest rate by at least 2%. For example, you have a 30-year mortgage with a 4.5% interest rate. You can refinance it with a new 20-year loan at 3.75% interest. This will decrease your monthly payment by about $130 or $1,560 per year. Reduce water consumption expenses. One of the general savings tips is to reduce water usage. It's probably the most underestimated way to save money. Certainly one that shows results, however. Here are some ways to do it. Use a smart shower head. A smart shower head can reduce water usage by up to 50%, depending on the model. Install low-flow toilets. A low-flow toilet uses 1.3 gallons of water per flush, as opposed to a standard toilet's 1.6 gallons. Each flush reduces 19% of water usage. Use a dishwasher. Washing dishes in the sink for 3 minutes wastes 6 liters of water. The dishwasher cycle also takes 3 minutes to do the job, but with much less water. Audit your home's energy usage. One way to save money at home is to review your home's energy usage. Homeowners may not be aware, but in some cases, you can contact your local gas or electricity company to conduct a free audit of your consumption. When you have this information, you can find ways to mitigate energy usage. This will help you determine how to use it sparingly. The audit will certainly reveal some ways to save expenses on heating or cooling your home. The return won't be immediately visible, but in 3 to 5 years, you'll see that your expenses will improve significantly. Reduce the use of laundry detergent. When thinking about how to save money in different ways, rarely does using laundry detergent come to mind. But, in fact, cutting back on detergent use can work wonders for your overall budget. It sounds crazy, I know. Just bear with me for a second. Most detergents sold today are highly concentrated. So, if you limit your use to the smallest amount possible, you'll still get the necessary results in cleaning your clothes. You'll also avoid buying more. What's more, you can start acting naturally. Start using everyday items you have at home. Vinegar and lemon can work wonders if you know the right way to use them. Switch to using cloth towels. One good way to save money is to ditch the use of paper towels. Paper towels and napkins are meant for single use. You clean the surface and immediately discard the towel, throwing it in the trash. After a while, you need to go back to the store to buy more. If you switch to using cloth towels and napkins, you'll have a reusable and infinite stock. This also saves money and time. Fix household items yourself. If you're wondering how to save more money, start fixing things around the house yourself. You don't always need to call in an expert to fix every little issue. Calling a handyman should only be done in tough situations where real expertise is needed. If a problem is small and you're able to fix it yourself, you should roll up your sleeves and deal with it. Plus, you can see how to fix certain things first on the internet. It might be easier than you think. You might even learn a new skill this way. Tips for saving on food. Annual food costs amount to $7,923 per family in the US. You and your family can't survive without food. But what you can do is reduce the money spent on groceries. Making a shopping list saves money. It might sound simple, but it's highly effective. Grocery shopping statistics say that if you have a shopping list with you, it will make you spend less. The only thing you need to do is stick to the list. That way, you're much less likely to browse the shelves and buy things you don't really need. One of the best ways to save money on shopping. Sean Potter, also known as My Money Wizard, says he and his girlfriend managed to reduce their grocery bill to $150 per month. That amounts to $1,800 per year or $6,123 less than a family's food budget. Buy from discount stores. Pretty obvious, but unfortunately, many people don't shop at discount stores. The belief is that these stores offer low-quality goods and services. But that doesn't necessarily need to be true. Discount stores have ways to keep prices low by not selling low-quality products. This is certainly one of the best money-saving tips for shopping if you don't fall into the discount store spending trap. It's a well-known psychological trick. Low prices can make consumers buy much more than they initially planned. Don't give in to discount shopping impulses. Pay in cash instead of credit cards. Using credit cards is the way of the future. We can't forget and say how much easier it is to carry a card instead of wads of cash. But a 2014 Dun & Bradstreet survey says people who use credit cards spend up to 18% more money than people who pay in cash. So, reverting to cash would be one way to save money when you're on a tight budget. Don't worry, most supermarkets still accept cash. Not having a credit card decreases the chance of you falling victim to card fraud, which is an added benefit. Buy bulk food portions instead of small packages. Buying large portions of any food, rather than small packages, is one of the simple yet effective money-saving tips. You get more for every dollar spent. You can always freeze foods you don't plan to cook immediately. Consider drinking tap water instead of bottled water. Drinking water is much healthier than drinking soda. Not to mention, it's much cheaper. But even if you're not a big soda fan, simply switching from bottled water to tap water can save you a lot of money. Embrace the outdoors more often. People seem to forget that we can go out. There are plenty of interesting things to visit: bars, shops, or just exploring the city. If you're wondering, how can I save money with a low income? This is one of the answers. Simply go out and be creative. You don't need money to have fun outdoors. Sometimes a simple walk can do the trick. Tips for saving on health. The healthcare sector is one of the most expensive in the world. Healthcare spending statistics show how much money is spent on medicines and health insurance worldwide. Even though it's not wise to be stingy when it comes to health, there are still ways to avoid additional costs. 25. Don't skimp on preventive health care. Don't skip your regular checkups. It's better to prevent than to remedy, and in this case, much cheaper. It's one of the top smart ways to save money. For example, if you get regular checkups at a dentist, you'll minimize the risk of having a much bigger problem in the long run. Fillings, root canals, dental crowns, they all cost an impressive amount of money. Especially if you don't have a dental plan in place. Compare prices of prescription drugs. Be smart when buying prescription drugs. Use price comparison tactics instead of opting for convenience. Most people go to the pharmacy nearest to their homes. Some even walk into the first one they see. But if you stop and look around, you might find a pharmacy selling the medicine you need for a cheaper price. Money-saving tips say not all pharmacies sell the same medicine for the exact price. Some sell cheaper, and there you'll find your opportunity. 27. Choose store-brand medications over nationally advertised ones. Be smart when getting your medication. Don't always opt for nationally advertised medication. Those you see in every TV ad and market will be at least 20% to 40% more expensive. Consult your pharmacist first. Buy some store-brand over-the-counter medications. They have the same formula and therefore the same effects. Save money for college. Saving money during studies may seem impossible. Students all over the world face a tough battle during their college days. However, it's not impossible to do. Apply for scholarships and grants. There are several scholarships and grants offered while you're in college. The only thing you need to do is assert yourself a bit. This is one of the easiest money-saving tips for college students. It costs nothing to apply, and in the end, you might be rewarded for your effort. Learn the application method. Also, make sure to improve your grades, as this can affect the final outcome of getting a scholarship. Minimize textbook expenses. A textbook for a certain course can cost a lot of money. Some specific math and science books can cost $200 each. That's not an affordable price for a student. But where else are you going to study? You need those books to finish the course. In this case, there are two answers on how to save money as a student. Buy used books or rent them. You really don't need a completely new book. Used ones are good and much cheaper. They get the job done as long as you can complete the semester. Also, renting a book is an option. This is specifically offered for those students who are on a tight budget and need to save on textbooks. Rent what you need for a semester and return it when you're done. You can also sell your books online. Take advantage of meal plans. College students have the opportunity to utilize meal plans. It can be one of the easiest ways to save money or a huge waste of time, depending on how you use it. Simply get everything you pay for, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That way, you won't go hungry and won't spend additional money. You can also consider dining at cafeterias where food prices are cheaper. Additionally, you might not want a snack right now, but you can save food for later. Grab an apple or banana and consume it later in the day when you feel hungry. Work during college. If you're wondering how to save money as a teenager or college student, having a part-time job will solve the problem. Having a way to earn money during college times is valuable not just for your budget, but also teaches some very important life skills. But the main thing is still being able to earn for yourself and not rely on others. You might even be able to save some if you're really organized. After exploring various smart strategies to save money in different aspects of life, it's evident that small changes can lead to significant long-term savings. From avoiding buying physical copies of books, movies, and games to making the most of preventive healthcare, each tip presented can contribute significantly to a healthier budget. I hope these suggestions have been helpful and that you're motivated to implement them into your daily life. Don't forget to check out our channel's other videos for more useful tips on personal finance and lifestyle. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content. Thanks for watching, and until the next video.